I launched a confidence micro habits course for $7 this week. In this podcast, I'm going to talk about why. And really, more deeply, why is confidence so important to you as you journey toward creating your dream career? I'm also going to give you a peek behind the People Stack marketing curtain, the People Stack business curtain, to talk about why now is the time to launch this $7 offer. And it's going to give you some nice little previews of what's in store for the future for the People Stack tribe. Grab the popcorn, stay tuned. All right, so bringing the lead up front. I launched a $7 confidence micro habits course. If you want to purchase it right now, thepeoplestack.com/confidence, thepeoplestack.com/confidence. It is $7 until this Sunday, I believe it's July 21st. Let me look at the calendar. July 21st. Yep. So it's $7. That's the launch pricing. That's the early access pricing. And the price is going to go up from there. So if you want to just grab it right now, click pause, and you're like, oh my God, yay, this is awesome. That's the promotion for this podcast. Now, getting into why. First of all, why is confidence so important? Why did I take the time to create a whole course on this to make it available to so many people in the People Stack tribe and beyond? Because I know those of you who get value out of it are going to share it as well. One of the things that I've noticed over the years is that almost every question that every client has ever asked us comes back to confidence. So really, the short answer to this question of why confidence is so important to building your dream tech career, to building your dream life, is because it's step one. It's required. Because if you're not able to consistently tap into your confidence, then you're building your career and the rest of your life on a house of cards. You might get some success, but then little gust of wind and it falls apart. So, well, that's not necessarily wrong, and I don't want to shame you. Again, we don't play the blame and shame game here at the People Stack. If this is what's been happening, I want to show you a better way, and a better way is to build a rock-solid foundation of confidence, to operate from confidence, to make confidence your default setting. It's your default setting. It's where you always come back to. Do you feel fear, anger, overwhelm, shame? Yeah, you're human. But then you come right back to confidence as that rock. So this isn't about not feeling anything other than confidence. This isn't about only feeling confidence all the time and all of the associated emotions and thoughts that come with it, like confidence and certainty and clarity. Lots of nice C words here, right? They all come along with confidence. It's not about feeling those things all the time and never feeling the opposites. Uncertainty, worry, anxiety, irritation, overwhelm, anger, shame, guilt. Did I say fear? Because fear is an important one. It's not about not feeling those things. It's about noticing when you feel those things and then coming back to your core of confidence. It's required. It's step one. And for some of you, you already know this. And I'm preaching to the choir, so I'm making you sing. And I want to give you some more references for why this is so important. Like, again, you may have this sense that building your confidence is important, but I'm here to tell you that it is, and I have proof and I have receipts in the form of the hundreds of technical leader clients that I've had the privilege and the honor of guiding, of coaching over the last 8 years. I was their guide. I am their guide to building their dream careers. And many of them have been successful. What's the difference between the ones who were successful and the ones who weren't? What's the difference between the ones who landed their hell yes jobs, landed raises, landed promotions, and they brought their dream life, and they manifested their dream life along with it? They built a rock solid foundation of confidence. They operate from confidence primarily. And the people that have not yet succeeded in doing that have not done that yet. And so that's important data, isn't it? That's really important data. And again, I'm not here to shame you. I'm not here to make you wrong. I'm here to tell you it's not your fault. I want to say this again, and I really want you to receive it into the depths of your heart, into the depths of your soul. It's not you. You're not broken. This is part of the human experience. And unfortunately, what we're surrounded with is a lack of confidence. What we're surrounded with is fear. Just watch the news. Look at the news. Go to the grocery store. Some of you may know what I mean. Like, we just went grocery shopping, and I'm like, oh, wow, I'm surrounded by fear. Okay, got it. And I'm like in my confidence bubble. I got my confidence super suit on. Because it's all sugar this and processed food that. That's the manifestation of fear to me. I won't go too deeply into that. But culturally, we are surrounded by fear, by uncertainty, by a lack of clarity, by sensationalizing what's not working. We're surrounded by a lack of confidence. So it's not you. It's not your fault, and you're certainly not broken. And you have a choice. You can stay in that world full of fear and uncertainty and overwhelm and doubt, and have that be your primary operating place, your primary operating state. Or you can choose to unlock your confidence. You can choose to turn on your internal operating system for confidence and optimize it. That's what this is about. And so in this course, what I wanted to do, another reason why I launched this course, because I didn't want to have it be one of those other things, you know, whether it's $7 or however much you pay for it. I don't want this to become one of those other things that you sign up for and then don't do anything with. I designed it to be 6 micro habits that you stack on top of one another. First, you get micro habit 1 to stick, then 2, then 3, and then so on and so forth. And you can do it in 10 minutes a day or less. So that it's easy yet powerful. Because I didn't want this to be yet another thing that you all just kind of do and it doesn't work and it just kind of falls off. Because you have other priorities, you have other stuff going on in life. So that's why I did it this way. That 10 or so minutes a day, every day, you're going to shift from primarily operating from fear, anxiety, guilt, overwhelm, everything that's not confidence, to primarily operating from confidence. I'm going to teach you how to put on that confidence supersuit and keep it on. How to get knocked down and get back up again. Because you're up to big things. And when you're up to big things, you're going to face big challenges. Ironically, the higher you go in your career, in life, the more important confidence is. So we have what I call like our bachelor's level program, that's People's Tech Accelerator. And then we also have our master's/PhD level program, which is Heroes Pride. And Heroes Pride over the years has primarily been, some folks might call it our mastermind. It's our master's/PhD level. It's primarily been the clients who have gone through our accelerator program, our initial like signature 8-week coaching program and have gotten the thing. They have gotten the raise, gotten the promotion, landed the new job. Like, and for a lot of people, a lot of our clients, that includes lifestyle changes too. Like moving to a new home, moving to a new state, moving to a new country in some cases. And what happens is it's not like it's just all hunky-dory, right? You still have to show up, right? And you have to show up at an even higher level once you manifest the thing that you've been wanting to. Because, oh, holy cow, once you get the thing that you've been wanting all of those years, that's when those saboteurs and those imposter syndrome devils come knocking at your door and saying, oh, do you really deserve this? I don't think so. This is how long is this going to last? And so confidence is even more important the higher you rise. And it's obviously important in the beginning. In other words, it's important throughout your journey in life. So I promised to peek behind the People Stack marketing curtain, the People Stack business curtain. In other words, why $7? Why are we offering the $7? We've never done this before, by the way. So for those of you who are new to following us, I think that's important context. We've never offered really any paid courses. It's always been either free or high ticket. And so why are we suddenly now entering into this interim space of, okay, I'm going to create some courses and they're going to be paid and they're going to be micro offers and they're going to be lower ticket? Why now? Because, and you may have sensed this too, the market has shifted. Something truly profound and truly beautiful and yet truly disruptive has been happening, I would say, since COVID, but definitely in the last year or so. I won't go into the details of what that something is, except to say that I see lots of evidence for it in my own life, in the business, and also in talking with other business owners and talking with clients and other groups that I'm a part of, other masterminds, other programs that I'm a part of as part of my professional and personal development. There's been a shift, a massive shift in the market. And so what does that mean? It means that there's been a massive shift in terms of what people want and what are in your standards. Our standards are way higher than they were before. We've been burned. We've been burned. Some of us literally, or almost. I'm referring in my case to the Maui fires. But I mean, that was just one, manifestation of we've been burned. We've been let down by people who are marketing, people who are selling, by our politicians, by our leaders. We've been let down and we are, excuse my French, fucking sick and tired of it. And so where does that leave us who, someone like me who wants to continue doing this with integrity and have always been full of heart? Have I made mistakes? Of course. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I'm not out there to screw anyone over. But how do I show people that? Because you have been screwed over. You have the receipts to prove that. And so people are more skeptical now. Like, hey, come join my coaching program. Oh, okay, hang on a second, right? Those barriers are up more than ever now. And so as a business owner, as business owners, Rob and I are like, okay, great. How do we rise to the challenge? How do we rise to the occasion? All right, you want proof that we're legit? Here you go. Here's a course. Here's a $7 course. And this is step one. You may not be ready to join our high ticket coaching program yet. And for some of you, you may never do it. And that's cool. My goal actually over the next year or so is to put out so much free and low ticket stuff, whether it's courses through this podcast, like it's going to be tell-alls, it's going to be no holds barred. It's going to be like, here's the deal, folks. I'm going to be putting out so much free stuff, so much low ticket stuff, $7 to $50, sometimes $100, sometimes $150, but not 4 figures or higher. I'm going to put so much of that stuff out that if you wanted to, you could just do that and you could totally have everything that you need to build your dream career. Because I honestly have nothing to prove. I know that our stuff works. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you that it works. And I still feel like that's not devaluing our high ticket coaching programs and the one-on-one support that we give, because I know that some of you are still going to want to work with us privately. That it's one thing to watch videos and maybe shoot a couple of emails back and forth about how do I do this? And, okay, I get it. All right, cool. I'm going to follow the steps. It's one thing to do that, but it's another thing to be in the room with us, in the Zoom room, on the phone call, and say, hey, Jen, hey, Rob, I have this problem. How do I solve it? For me, what are the steps? Here's what's coming up for me, and I've been dealing with this for years, and I took your $7 course, and it partially resonates, but you know what? There's a piece of it that's just, I just don't get. Here's my question. Give me custom-tailored guidance. I know that some of you are still going to need that. It is highly valuable to be in the room with an expert and to get that custom-tailored, I'm here with you, and you are in my sphere now, and I got you, kind of guidance. There's always going to be a space for that. There's a space for both. There's a space for both. And I'm going to admit it. I caught the high ticket bug. And for years, it worked for us until it didn't anymore, because people became more skeptical, and rightly so. Because people became more like, I need more proof that you're the real deal. Okay, great. I'm going to step up to that. And so that's why we're doing this. That's why we're doing this. Confidence is step 1. Build your confidence. Operate primarily from a place of confidence. And I'm going to tell you the truth here. Most of you are not. Because this does not happen by accident. So some of you, a small percentage of you, especially if you're clients or you've gotten some really quality help elsewhere with your career specifically, some of you have done this. And you know you've done it. There's no question you've done it. But most of you are not consistently operating from a place of confidence. And I want you to acknowledge that. And it's okay. Because we have to meet ourselves where we're at, or else we can't get where we want to go. I say, oh wow, I want to drive to Hollywood. Great. Where are you starting? Albuquerque or New York City? It's a different journey. So if you want to get to dream career, 50% raise, VP of engineering and data analytics position, okay, great. Now you have clarity on where you want to go. Where are you starting? Where are you starting? And not just where are you starting in terms of your job title, but where are you starting internally? What are your internal programs? What are your internal stories? What are your limiting beliefs? What resistance do you have to let go of? That's all important. And with this confidence course, I show you how to start. It's the first step. So, one more plug, thepeoplestack.com/confidence. If you grab it before July 21st, 2024, you will get it for $7. Otherwise, it'll then be full price and, full transparency. There'll be sales on it and stuff, so you can keep an eye out for that as well. And also, I know I said only one promo in this podcast, but I do want to make sure that you're plugged in. If you want to know the latest and greatest of what's going on at the People Stack and the new offers and what goes on sale and all of the really, really, really fun stuff impactful stuff, big stuff that we're going to be launching and sharing in the coming weeks, months, and years. Do make sure you're on our email list. And the way to sign up for that is by going to the People Stack. Actually, hang on. That's by going to training. We're really cooking on this show. That's by going to training.thepeoplestack.com. You're going to get access to our free training, which shows you the 4 shifts that our clients made to build their dream careers. So that's free content. And then as part of that, you're going to be on our email list too. So sign up for that at training.thepeoplestack.com. All right, folks, you got this. The confidence is within you. You got to turn it on. You got to keep it on consistently, and then you got to optimize it. And I show you how to do that in that course, thepeoplestack.com/confidence. All right, take care and take it easy.